Beautiful and ugly people of Belize, welcome to another exciting episode of the MEK We Talk RAS podcast with Benjamin Garcia. And today I'm being joined by one of Belize's top performing artists, one of the guys that put on a show at every single concert. And you guys might already have him in mind. It's no other than Don Doe, straight out of Belmopan. Doe, thanks a lot for coming, my brother.
Yo, you don't know. Respect for that same way, Bench.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. So, for you guys that don't know, Don Doe is a performing artist straight out Belmopan. A lot of people associate you with Stig because I've seen you guys together most of the time. That's how I learned about you. Talk to me a little bit about your friendship with Stig and how all of that ended up, rolling out into you becoming an artist now in Belize.
Well, it really start from at a young age because, as everybody knows Stig from like duets and then stuff like that, they going to man me win. I myself, I love music to the point where I always want to find something new for do. So, Stig me in a church at the time and I grew up, my babysitters, the church people, when I'm younger then. So, I gone at this youth conference and then I assisted face to face and the man they had a talent show the Saturday night. So basically you just go up there, give them your talent and he me one of the youth leaders. So he had to be up there and the man gonna do a little rap. And then after that I got confront the man, they make the man know I support the man in the music and stuff like that. Even at a young age in his young career then, and then, we venture off into the world, get older. And then my musical connection became stronger because I started off as a dancer. But then afterwards, I say, I might just have a good voice to know. And then I come to Stig and I ask Stig, yo, I want to start the music. The man say, yo, you're my lead boy, I want to help you. But the only way I help you that if you're really serious about it, Because at the same time, he never released Replay, Vicky, Imagine, none of their songs. So the man still made to try to get the thing going. So, man, respect to Stig for that. They respect to you, bro. Whoever you're there to watch this right now, big up yourself.
Yeah, real. So, technically Stig helped you out in a time where he was helping himself as well.
Yep.
So that is very selfless of him to do something like that. Back to being one of Belize's top performers, I've seen your concerts. And at your concerts, you are one of the few Belizean artists that actually make a real connection with the public, with the fans that they watch you. Where does that come from, and who influences that?
Well, that just come from my relentlessness as a person, because as a youth from a young age, I'm not shy for crowd, nothing like that. I win talent shows for nice smile, and the music just the in me. So when I dip on a stage, I'd give everything, every inch of me on a stage, and I'd left everything out there so everybody could see it, because music, that part of my life, and I love music. So when anybody see me up there on a stage, then even me, they up there, my soul, just the performance, they come out from my soul.
Real. I mean, I watched the one that the Music and Food Festival out in San Pedro, which I want to talk about a little bit as well. But the way you performed and you weren't one of the headliners. Belizean artists were the opening artists for the headliners. And the headliners themselves, to me personally, did a wonderful job. But when it boiled down to the actual performance and get the crowd crazy, and I said, Don Doe, they jump off at the stage, they go into the crowd and hold on for the fence because you made it try entertain that crowd there. So when me more that the middle part of Sakachispas me more packed than the front. So I say you run towards that and then you hold on for the fence and you made a vibe with the crowd. That right there, so that what they set you apart from other artists. You mentioned as well that you met Stig in church, and it's very ironic because now you guys are in a completely different world.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're doing, when it comes to moral beginnings and when it comes to your upbringing, as a child, do you think that you're doing technically the total opposite of what you were taught as a kid?
Well, to be honest, growing up as a kid, the reason I may get pushed to that is because my mom, the operator, she worked the DG. So she does always the work long shifts and I does be a youth, so I can't stay home by myself. So mama had to get up and go finally babysitter for my car stay check. And then that way really start my life then, and then the people then will babysit me own a church as well. So I'm just forced into it. But at the same time, every day I go to school, I have my friends there I meet, my friends that I know up to this day. So in a way, I feel like that just was supposed to happen. It happened the way how it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I mean, well, in that case, then if it wasn't really your choice, then it was more like, well, you're here, we can't leave you by yourself.
Yeah.
And then they carry you to church. But it is good that you made the connection with Stig.
Yeah.
I think the very perfect example of when Belizean artists come together and help out each other.
Definitely.
You can make movements. Music and Food Festival last year, we saw Belize Tourism Board doing an entire movement with the artists.
Yeah.
You guys were given hotel rooms out in San Pedro. I hope they took good care of you guys. But I want to talk about how that entire process went. How they reach out to and then they had that whole ceremony. I think that Biltmore, they had the ceremony right before How that happened, or how you may get there?
Well, basically, it came about from when they just bring it to my attention, they may reach out to me and ask, like, they have this concert in July. They never state what kind of concert or how big the concert will be. They just say, you dig, how much you are charged for a performance. My normal standard performance fee, I know, something where you charge for a big concert like what they had like that. But, I mean, we end up the negotiator and stuff like that before the ceremony. So you just have to give thanks, and I have to give thanks to make them notice my talent as well, because they could have choose any other artist, but they see something in a Don Doe where they're not seeing the rest. So I have to give thanks for that. But the treatment and everything, it could have been better, it could have been better. But for the first time something ever made happen like this in a Belize, you will have your trials and errors, But for the most part, like for rehearsals, they compensate us for when we travel. They give we food for eat. They small stuff like that. If we need to reach, they find somewhere. They give we the money for make we reach, or whatever we spend for get back,
Where part you may stay in San Pedro?
I may stay. Shucks, brother. How the spot name? I'm not too sure how it name, bro.
You know what's it, Alaya, no?
But no, not Alaya.
I think no by.
I think that only the international artists that may get to stay.
Yeah, I think Yastalia may tell me stay somewhere far away from.
No, they may stay ridiculously far. I don't know why or how that came about. Or if like the spot they never had enough availability or what.
Yeah, bro, I honestly think that weekend when that whole concert may happen, that may have a very busy weekend for San Pedro itself.
Definitely.
I remember us clearly having issues finding golf carts. Everybody done the rent out the golf cart there, and then we just had to make it work. And we had one golf cart for the entire team. I'm a part of the ambassadors and the media and getting recordings and what's not, and it may become chaos.
Yeah.
And I think that may just a matter of everyone realizing, like you said, it's the first time something like that is happening in Belize. It will come with trials and errors, and it's about a learning experience.
Yeah. And I could also add pan that too, because like what you say, it became chaotic in the night time, because we did song check the afternoon, but it may so time consuming. When we reach the stage, never there how we practice and how we rehearse all the weeks. But you as an artist or an entertainer, because that's how I address myself. I don't call myself just an artist. I'm an entertainer. But you dig? Just from the lone way when I reach and I see how the stage position, you have a long runway, and then you have a big space between ultra, general, and VIP. From the time I see how that position, I say, yup, I'm going to have to jump off of the stage tonight.
Yeah.
So
That's exactly what you do.
But back to the chaotic piece, they may have vans. We're supposed to transport the artists there from point A to point B whenever we can learn. But I guess like what I say, like what you said, the island me pretty busy that weekend they suffer through, so it may became chaotic. So couple of my friends there where I'm there with my entourage, they had to you dig, find themselves there. But all of we end up together, we were going in together and then you dig, deliver the show to the people.
Will you be part of this year's music and food festival? Have they reached out as yet? Because I saw a flyer out already that it will be held at Marion Jones Complex in Belizean.
Well, I see the flyer going around already, yes, but they did mention that how for this year they won't book any of the artists that was booked last year that has the same songs. So basically, well, obviously you still have the same songs because some of the songs then are the hits, but meaning they just want us to continue working and building on our craft, carry it to the next level, meet up to that international level. Well,
Yeah.
for myself personally, I feel like I done it. But I mean, you always have room for improvement.
Yeah.
Writing, delivery, pronunciation, vocalizing, all of that stuff they play a role in our music.
Who are your favorite Belizean artists?
Hmm.
I don't mean to put up on the
Why?
spot, 'cause I know you're friends with all and but when it comes to let's put friendship aside,
definitely.
because you guys are all friends. I'm friends with you guys and we hang out outside as well and what's not. But friendship aside, and when you look at the craft itself, who is your favorite Belizean artist?
Man, shucks. I really have to think about that one there because, a lot of great artists, a lot of great prominent artists come out of Belize right now with good quality music, and it's only going to keep getting better. But I don't think I could put a label on a favorite artist right
All
now,
right.
bro. To be
Friendship
honest.
wise, I guess would I be Stig, no? Since
Bye.
am I wrong?
I know I say you're wrong because that youth there, his work ethic and his determination to what he want to accomplish in this life, very out of this world, like it rare. So but you dig at the same time, I know like give too much praise then put it at that. But Stig that were different artists from way back, and I've been telling you that. So he not have to he dig get the praise for anybody or anything like that because he know it himself too. And that one thing I want to say to every artist, no feel like you need anybody to believe in you. Make sure you believe in yourself because that's the way you start from first.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, bro. I mean, having a vision for yourself. The reason why I always single out Stig is because I'm a sole believer that you need to be a good businessman first,
Yeah.
and then you can be anything. Because as an influencer myself, I need to be a good businessman.
Yeah.
To of course, money at the end of the day is the end goal, and making sure that we are able to meet our ends and
Yup.
pay our bills and what's not. And without having a business mind, you can't do that. You could have talent and it can go to waste if
Yup.
you're not doing the right thing.
Big up to my teachers there for compre, and I'm a business student, same way as I guess that the whole backbone of where I'll start from too. Me
Yeah.
loving music, me taking business in high school and creating my own business, Don Doe.
Yeah, you are your own business. Exactly. I like how you put it. I like how you put it. You are your own business, and nobody takes care of your business better than yourself.
Yeah.
And talking about business and becoming successful in life, what is your measure of success?
Well, to be honest, Benj, I feel like I live my dream right now, bro. Like, no lie. I live my dream right now. I might not do what I want physically or you dig on the charts or anything like that, but I live my dream right now, man, and I'm very happy. You dig? Because this is something where I once dreamt about as a youngin. You know? Me to watch Chris Brown and Michael Jackson in music video back in the days to watch how fresh their ballet. I said, boy, one of the ideas, hopefully, you dig, I have that talent there and I could share my talent with the people there and make them know that anything possible. So my measure of success, bro, that just how far you see yourself being in your endeavor. You know? Never settle. Always keep the pressure on. And always want better for yourself. Always strive for greatness.
Yeah. Money wise, you said that your charges, well, at the time for BTB wasn't what you would charge for a big concert like that. If anybody wants to book you, how much do you usually charge?
Well, that varies because usually people tend or cater to different audience, no? Usually they'll have people who will just book you for birthday parties, people who will book you for club events, and then people who will book you for stage show.
Okay.
My stage show and my club prices very different. The prices for club range from like probably 450 to 750, 800, and then the stage shows that like over anything over 1,000.
Got it.
And it never used to always be like this. So to any artist out there right now, not feel like you could just come in at the music game and charge $1,000 for your performance, because that is not how it is. I started off doing free shows just to get the exposure, and just because I know what was the end result in my head. Everyone have a different formula, and everybody formula different. So what worked for me might not work for you, and what worked for you might not work for me.
True.
So
True.
you find your lane and you stay right there, so you only get better from that.
What do you consider yourself? Well, artistically speaking, do you consider yourself a dancehall artist or a rapper or Afrobeats? Where do you put yourself?
Well, my music really versatile. Like I do hardcore dancehall music, the hardcore then where you hear like gunman music and stuff like that, and then I have the ladies music, the more softer, slower music like with the Dexter Daps, the raw vulgar dancehall too. And I also have in touch with my Afro side. So I would have just consider myself as a well-rounded artist then, not just one genre then or attached to one genre. But if you would have to label it, it would have be dancehall.
Gotcha. Dancehall artist.
Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming performances right now in Belize?
Yes, actually, April 9th will be here in Cayo at the Hive, King Brack. They call back, King Brack. Either a foreign, he come back. First time performing in Cayo. So make sure everybody, if you're there at Cayo, and everybody in Belize, make sure on forward, right? The Hive, April 9th. Me, Papa John, Stig, King Brack, Perf, the whole squad, make sure on reach.
I like how Uno do it, whereby once one artist did it, all the rest did it. Does it usually boil down to, well, Stig would reach out to you and say, bye, well, I go in, so you want to roll? Or everybody say, well, here what, all of we are get a lead cut, and for what, then they get paid, well, what Uno get paid and we are perform to? Or how it work?
It different, bro. Like it different now. Like so time the demand that does what people want. So people would have call Papa John, ask for me. People would have call Six Frost, ask for me. People would have call Rome, ask for me. People would have call me, ask for Rome or Papa John or Six Frost. So it all depends on the promoter, what the promoter want for the show. And most of the time the promoter want the guys there. But sometimes when King Rome would have a show or say Stig would have a show, either just tag along just for it.
Yeah. So we could kind of get away if we want to get you bring Stig. Well, Dan Doe definitely go.
Not really like that.
I mean, I don't mean to put ideas out there to make people save their money, but to be honest with you, bro, I think I believe in networking, right? And if you are with Stig and Stig goes somewhere and you're there, you have a higher chance of meeting people. You have a higher chance of getting exposure and what's not.
And that's why I have to rate Stig for another level to man, because I mean he not have to carry me around so much. Some people where he carry me around, right? So I have to give thanks for that, because man make a meet so nice people, so good people for network with, and you only could get better for I 23 years old right now, and I also try carry this to the moon as far as it could go.
Real. Not forgetting your business as an artist that's living his dream. how much money did Don Doe make last year?
Man.
If you tally up all your performances, more or less what you saw in your account. And the reason I ask is because many at times the measure of success for people boils down to money. I know success is not only about money. Like you said, for you, it doesn't even matter. You're living your dream, but
Yeah.
money at the end of the day is why we do a lot of things. Why we work, why we become artists. I mean, it is our dream, but you wouldn't be doing it for free
Correct.
all the time. So you need money. How much money did Don Doe make last year?
Well, I do a quick rough estimate in my head just now. Let me ask me that question. If I'd have to say any figure, I'd say anything from between 15 to 20K.
$15,000 to $20,000 in our
Yeah.
year, and that is way above.
Not just have a performances though, like brand ambassadorship, like other stuff. What else? Bye.
Dubs, right?
Dubs and drops and just like small little stuff for you do for other businesses and stuff. Check small merchandising stuff that I sell, and stuff like that.
Let's talk about your merch. I saw One Nation was your movement. How did that come about, and what merch you have out? We should have probably maybe wear a One Nation shirt today and promote that film.
That my bad because I actually have the shirts there, but I don't have them in my reach.
Oh,
But I mean, the One Nation and the Don Doe Nation merch really start out for me trying to find another way how to assess some income rather than just off of my music itself. So I used to draw back in the days. So I just made a sit down, the brainstorm something, and I say, what could be my logo? So we Belizean and I'm very patriotic. So the rings from the Belizean flag, I draw it out in and like some little squiggly stuff, and then I put Don Doe Nation in the middle, and then I don't know like a IT guy or stuff like that. So I'm reach out to a graphic designer and I asked him if he could bring it to life, and I saw he bring it to life, and I saw I end up get some shirts made the first time after we released Hirsch Out. We gonna agree gonna sell some shirts, and man, like the first time I see so much money from before I just make a lot of money off a stage show, you dig? And that been so crazy, bro. And then everything just start make more sense the more older you get.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
One Nation, that was brand under the Don Doe Nation brand. So that itself just stands for Belize,
Belize are One Nation.
Caribbean,
Yeah.
everything with a One Nation.
One
So
Nation, real.
everybody should be in touch with each other, and everybody should be a proud Belizean or proud Caribbean person.
What is your hit song? The song where me send you up.
The song will send me up, and I have to camera watch me good and take off my shades. I have to big up World 4 up on this one, DJ Perf at the same time. Hirsch Out is my biggest song to this day. Rest in peace to my little boy Hirsch. We miss you dearly, bro. It's been about 4 to 6 years since you're gone. We miss you. But, the thing have to go on. Hirsch Out, that will really start Don Doe, and we make Don Doe become Don Doe. And then all the other songs that followed afterwards just, build the fan base even more bigger.
Real. For those people that don't know, Hirsch Out is a tribute, correct?
Yeah.
To one of your friends that passed away. What happened there?
Well, that story, real long story that, bro. And to how it happened so long, you have a lot of different narratives will come out about it, because the true story that they say on the news, that they said on the news, is that he drowned. But when the autopsy may come back, he may come back without like no water in his lungs or stuff like that. So you think that stir up a whole different mystery. Since then, a whole different line of events occurred. A lot of other people get affected by it. One of my friends may end up they take his life after it. So that more than just singing her shout past stage. When I go on stage, I like When I sing that song there, the cold seat, I feel cold seat right now. You think that like a whole moment because after him pass, that how we come out with the term Hirsch Out because his nickname not Hirsch and we does always chill play basketball and stuff like that. But after him left, the same court where we shot the video upon, we made up on a court every day for like 2 to 3 weeks, bro. Day to night, just drink and us to hang, just all our friends there for near and far come hail we and we made the morning. So Perf me come na Belize and I'm done release one song, but that song they never really made a hit like that or anything. But I'm a reach studio the day. Me and Phoebe me reach a studio the day. I always remember that. The rhythm me they playing at the background cause Perf me they try to say what else instruments for add, And Stig already have a song on the rhythm, best friend. So we listen to the rhythm now. Phoebe come to me and Phoebe say, boy, you have to do a song for Hirsch. So with all of my emotions mixed up, I said, boy, have to do it indeed. So we there with the meds up now, with the vibes up, and then he'll start sing, me love it all the kush grabber blend. Me love it all the kush grabber blend. And I say, yeah. He didn't even waste no time to tell Perf, record me. And then the man said, bye, the way this is your big break now, you can't above. So I tell the man, bye, by my life and I above. And now how I record that verse there, we put out the cover art. I'm a like what you call Facebook famous at the time. So I put 300 likes, like 40, 50 comments or like 50 shares and we I dropped the song, And then November, he may pass October, like 2 weeks before my birthday in October. And then we released the audio in a November and we shot the video in February. And then the rest was history, bro.
It is history indeed. I've seen you perform that song. It's actually one of my favorite songs, and I know that when you perform that song, you turn into a different person, as you said, because it's no longer about just performing the song, but the entire history and how that song came about. And I think people sometimes don't realize how deep music is and all it takes for it to come to life. It's not about just taking the mic and say, producer jump beat or put a beat for you and you start singing. Like, it has to have a meaning, and that Definitely. Is how. So it boils down to the art of it and the craft and everything that goes into this song. Another part of you as well earlier this year came out, and you mentioned it was the first time you were doing something like that, which was to diss somebody power track. Why, how, when did all this unfold? And I know it started off, I think, in Belizean, and then it just ended up they follow you to Belmopan, and then you had to jump on a truck with the rest of the guys there, and this the other artist there.
Right. That sweet me, bro. Up to this day, and I don't really know what really caused that, but like why I said earlier too, I don't know the type of artist where you think like just go forward and just call out somebody, right? So, other the ladies, the artists, I sing for the girl, but how that came about happening is I made that Orange Rock, cause I mean Orange Rock Carnival that time there, so this are like what the 19th, 20th, 21st, that 21st the Carnival, right? 28th that the Juve. So I just remember to spend time with my family, and then I get up when this time the 28th.
Yeah.
I get up the 20th morning to 6 Frost to call off my phone. Perfect. Call off my phone. I want to know where anybody bother me so early in the morning for. So that when I open the message and I check 6 distracted if you wait for somebody for city where we know now. Because we know them. Most of them are 6 Frost friends, So we know them. But when I get for seat, I say, bye, I can listen to them. The entire day in my auntie house, my mother outside, the Messi Miley cousin there. I say, bye, I can listen to them now. So I listen. I hear Don Doe in the next one song. hear Dan doing on the next one song. I said, boy, you dig? But at the same time, they asked me to target one specific set of artists, which is us. And then after that, we jump on our conference call, me, Perf, Stig, and Six Frost. So we like, bye. You dig? They're always this way. We always just make that this way and not answer. So at this time, we just say, no more and no more. Perf me to make the rhythm already. And then after that, I was in Orange Walk. So I like, should I answer? Will I answer? Should I get a ball in my time? Do they even work my time? So I'm gonna go buy tacos with my cousin. And Luis Aguilar, the guy from Sector 9, man said, boy, you know hear that ball this year then? What you do? You know I send back nothing for that? The man said the studio right there. Then I just look for get in contact with JQ because Perf me they say make I find a studio and then he send me the rhythm make I record. So I said, so done. I sleep that Sector 9 the night. I got meds then, but let it for a little while. And I saw the song come about, you know. And even while I'm to record it, it may feel kind of different because that's not really my type of environment that. But, you know, this is a music. Music, if you have a status and they claim you're one of the top artists of the country, people will try to test you know.
And that also gives you the opportunity to show how versatile you are. You know, as you mentioned, you're very versatile. Honestly, bro, when I listened to the song day, I think it was a good marketing strategy from the other artists to the artists that are on top. There's a saying that says, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Yep. I'm not saying those guys beat you guys on a track, but it definitely gave them a spotlight they did not have before dissing you guys. So to a certain extent, it was sort of like clout chasing because I personally didn't know. I never knew name Bale, bro, honestly. It's not that I have anything against them. I really don't know of their music. I wasn't familiar with any of them until I saw the diss them that came out, and then all I wanna ballet.
Boof.
Yeah. so all of that, you know, and then I see the whole John Smith road rhythm and you jump on it, Sick Frost jump on it. Denzi me answer?
Yeah, Denzi.
I don't know if I listened to Denzi one, but if they're not Denzi friends, how that end up the unfold though?
Well, basically there are more Six Frost friends.
I mean, my bad, Six Frost, my bad. I'm confused there. Six Frost, how Six Frost end up the answer there too, or no? I saw one of the guys' video had Six Frost in it too.
Yeah.
Like what all the video from a different song.
Yeah.
Six Frost midnight. Yeah. So anybody follow? No.
Nah, bro. At least that's why I did up there because the week before the ballet this way, that is St. Martin's Fest. All of us made up on St. Martin's Fest lineup. Me, Papa John, King Rome. Stig never made it there. Six Frost made up on the lineup too. So, and all the other rest of artists because they're from the Martins era. You know, so we did there. And all of us we in our yard to chill. All of we in our yard to chill. With the drink up and stuff like that. So I really don't know where that come from. And then
so no matter hanging there, ballet?
Yeah, like when I tell you, bro, sometimes when you go to sit and we go do shows, there are Six Frost homies, so they're call it Six Frost. They would meet you out there and just hang it with, you know, like be a big entourage, all the way there together. So when that happen, I don't know where that happened from, but I guess they better get where them look for at least 15 minutes.
Let's put it in a way. To me, I would love to end it in a positive note where it was more about the music and the way how you guys played it off as, you know, it's a shift in culture, something that we don't always say. Okay, honestly, it was fun.
It me fun. It me definitely fun. And, you know, we laugh about it now. Because since then, a couple of the artists there were sent out the diss tracks there for we meet them already. We just laugh about it and say it's just about the entertainment, you know. And at the end of the day, the where the music about, you know, music really, like a sport.
Yeah, respect to enough for that one so because honestly I did see I saw one Facebook post and somebody holla, you know, I really hope that for the culture indeed and not anything that will turn out violent. And you answer to it. No, Echo, I think the Echo Bali name. I think he got answer and the man said no mamera just for the you know the culture. Then you alla answer, you know, assure people.
I could tell you like how they may take it serious, the people, the community may take it serious because I actually get called in for going to the police station. Got meet with the boss at CIB, I think, or MIT, someone, I think. But yeah, I had to go in, explain the situation just so they could have a better understanding of what it's about because, it's the first time it's happening in Belize. And, the police just responsible for assure safety in the community for everybody. So they don't want to make, the artist they call for a city, they call a bomb upon, I can't go a bomb upon because Stig say cutting tree thugs that catch off on the bomb and stuff like that. So I mean, just, you think that way I get to say, yo, we really have a lot of influence by the people and a lot of people really have their eyes upon we because I get called into the police station about something like that, you have to do work.
Yeah, it definitely worked, bro. I mean, it worked for the views, it worked for the music culture, it worked for you guys, the spotlight given to them, and the spotlight you guys got. Obviously, I did see a lot of posts on social media that were saying, well, we're not win.
Well, and then next thing right there, we left that to the people. We not really, because in my eyes, I don't have nothing else to prove to anybody in Belize.
Yeah.
I try expand internationally now.
Real. I think that should be the goal. And I mean, I personally be biased right now towards the Mbale because, like I said, I wasn't familiar with their music. Who knows if they do end up getting bigger, if at some point they want to come on the show, they're definitely welcome because it's always good to hear two sides to a story
of course.
And learning what these guys are all about. Belize is a very small country, but I always believe in a unity, bro. And when there's unity, there's power. Anything is possible, bro. And so we could get a better understanding as to what these guys want to do and where they want to go. So far, Belize's top artists, Take the Artist, DON DOE, King Rome, Six Frost, Denzi, who else Papa John, Yastalia as well, Perf producing. Who else do we have in Belize that are up there?
Can't forget the Punta Rock guys there too.
Bro.
Super G.
All right.
Hugh B.
Yeah.
Big up Hugh B. Hugh B, you watch this. I don't know if you watch this, but big up yourself, bro. You dig?
The man definitely a performer, bro. I said the man performed. The last performance was March 3rd in Belmopan. I think they had a Punta explosion. But just to rephrase a little bit, the dancehall artists, them when it comes to Punta and Punta Rock and Super G and Harlem
different
Youths
discussion.
That was a different discussion because I think they're in a different genre.
Yeah.
But sometimes you guys still collab on the same stage. So it is one people, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break. Do not forget this episode is being sponsored by no other than Etrevu by Winesmith and Stick the Artist. So stay tuned. We're going to be right back. And welcome back to MEK We Talk RAS podcast today. Another episode, very exciting, being sponsored by Etrevu as well as CK Sports Bar in San Ignacio. And again, I'm being joined by DON DOE, recording artist and entertainer in Belize as well. Earlier we were talking about his upbringing in church and how that came about, meeting Stick the Artist to, his measure of success and what all he's been doing since last year. I'm quite excited to ask this question because usually the answer is yes. And the answer is, do you have any unreleased songs?
Yes, I have a ton.
Oh, a ton. All right, you got a lot of songs, man. You ready? All right, that good.
Lock and loaded. Shout out to Abner Babel, fully.
Real. How do you guys do it though? Like, you guys just record songs, keep it there, and say, you know what, whenever the time is right,
I like how you say it now, Benjamin, because I like you the artist yourself too, bro. But you always if you have a business, you always have to stock up part inventory. You can't run out part inventory because people not go buy for you. So in that case, I just treat everything like that then. So I experience stuff in my life, I live life, I travel a lot, I meet new people, so I could have a lot of different stuff to talk about in my music, And then music that like a form of art. So I could hear you to express your problems, or I could hear someone else to express their problems, and I could bring up a scenario off of it and build a song off of it. So most times in a music they're not usually first hand, because the art. So you could that how good you could put together scenarios and make it sound good and
Really?
catchy.
So for the viewers and you guys that might be wondering what unreleased songs Don Doe have, we've actually prepared behind cameras for you guys a preview. Should we play the entire song or just a preview? I think we should give them a preview, you know.
Let's get a little preview.
While preview of the song. And in the meantime, of course, we have Etrevu in the building. Do the honors. And let's listen to the song.
Yeah. Stiggy, if you'd watch me right now, big up yourself. Me still there, so I hold the faith. Me have to make it out one day. Mother have to proud, everybody straight. Family have to eat, me I meditate. Pan some better days. Tell you from long time, this is my story. And nobody never noticed. Count me out now, me I go get the glory. Yeah, me I go get the glory. Say me never sure about it, so me had to show them. And no time for pretend. Be money just a spend, jump on the stage, show dog and call it up again. We do it easy, me friend. And no time for go beg, and no time for go lend. Me just a do me one thing, dog. And no time for no friend. Greatness in my blood, me not figure hype up myself. Because the blessing is so timeless, so nobody can spoil it. Because the blessing is so timeless, so nobody can spoil it. Because the blessing is so timeless, so nobody can spoil it. Because the blessing is so timeless, so nobody can spoil it. Them never did there when we been a chop dinner. Them only come around when we start configure. Now me clean to the bone like a mineral. Me no need nobody rank me and me own a general. So no better try size up, wise up. Sally preview, man.
Preview. Listening to the lyrics talking about timeless and everything else you talk about. I'm assuming you're talking about your journey and how you came about to become one of Belize's biggest entertainers. When should we expect this song to drop?
Well, as a specific timestamp, I don't really have a specific one, but I focus more on like the ending of April because I want to bring it out with the visuals. You know, I feel like the visuals that really make this song more. Or like, bring out the meaning of the song more than with the visuals. So, just stay tuned. This is just the beginning of the journey. I'm telling you guys, fully.
Can the general public know what the visuals will be like?
Oh, well, sure, no problem. I don't mind reveal that for now. So, basically, the song they talk about timeless and, me to give thanks for everything I've received over the years, So, basically, the storyline I have in mind for the video right now is a younger version of myself. When I used to be just a dancer, just show the younger version of myself, just to dance. They watch Michael Jackson, Sean Paul, and Chris Brown on a big back TV. They like it have to be specifically like that, make it look more antique, vintage. And then basically the man knows how they do so dance moves, and then the man at the drop. They just to practice, and then eventually one day he will fall asleep, and when he wakes up, he will wake up back into me, who I am today, with all of my chain, my ring there, and everything. And then he also reflect back on whole of last year, all the performances I did, all the interviews, pictures with fans, everything, just giving thanks and showing appreciation, so that for all of the youths out there who have a dream like me, you can accomplish it once you put a mind to it.
Who will be shooting your music video?
Well, at this point, I don't really have the videographer in mind yet, but I think it'll be Candice.
Candice. I've seen Candice's work, and he does a lot of work with all of you guys.
Yes, man.
Is he the official photographer for you guys and videographer, or you guys just usually go to him because you want?
Well, we grow with Candice. Like we grow with Candice over the years, So he get for learn us as artists, and we get for learn him as a videographer, and the quality does keep getting more better and better as the years go by. So that like you stick to what you know then. But at the same time, we still do other visuals, other videographers and stuff like that, other photo shoots and stuff like that.
You mentioned that you guys have grown over the years. Earlier, you said you're only 23 years old. Where do you see yourself by the time you're 30?
By the time I'm 30, I see myself to be even more successful in the field that I am. And I see myself becoming, well, I see myself on international stage then. Because they always say you have to dance the yard before you dance abroad. And I feel like we don't have a big dance the yard more than enough time already. So now, the time to go shake up the place out of foreign. You dig?
I like how you put it, dance a yard before you go dance abroad. That's
Yes,
a good way
man.
to put it. Have you gotten any opportunities so far to collaborate with international artists?
Yes, actually. I think you might ask about international stage show, because for international stage show I get asked for already too, but you know the visa situation and everything you kinda complicated and tricky to get done in a nick of time, you know.
Yeah.
But as for international collabs, I do have a couple. I can't disclose the name or anything like that, or any name of the song or anything like that, because you know that go against, you know, the code. But
Yeah.
just know the work they touch outside of Belize, they touch foreign, Africa, Europe, everywhere. I got people, bro. I got people for Uganda will send me beats, bro.
Massive.
Yeah.
So you get like producers from out there seeing your work, and then they're like, you know what, I think you would have done good on this beat. Make us send them on the beat.
Yes, man. Prince Swanee. I have a couple songs by his producers' rhythms. Who else? Couple other artists from Jamaica too, man. Like Jashi, their producer, Valiant, their producer. You know, just producers just hit me up just to notice the work, or like they just stumble upon it on YouTube or something like that, and then just interested in it.
Yeah, I really like how your network,
Yeah.
which is very very much important. It's also important to note, and for all the people that are watching, for all the youths who want to become, or artists who want to become influential, who want to have a voice per se, have a platform to express themselves, whether it be through music, whether it be through art, being a content creator, influencer.
Yep.
Bro, hard work is one of the words that everyone needs to remember.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to work hard, my brother, if you want it.
Yep.
If you
have
really
to
want it, you do it. When there's a will, there's a way. Accept the help from people that want to help you.
Yep.
Also very much important. In your case, you know, you're a living example of networking, accepting help,
Living proof, living testimony, you know.
and of course doing the work, because then people will help you out, wouldn't want to help somebody when not they do the work.
Yeah.
You dig? So you have to make sure that you do the work, and then from there you will be worthy enough of getting help from people.
Yep.
Bro, honestly, I think it's a blessing to have access to all of you guys being
Yes,
able to
man.
come to the podcast. Hopefully the next time you come on the podcast, we're able to talk about even bigger accomplishments
Yes, man.
coming from
Sure about
Don
that.
Doe. Question to you: this Etrevu and Etrevu rhythm, because all of you guys jumped on the beat and made a song. How did the idea come about? Who started it? Who brought up the idea? And how do you as a person, benefit from promoting Etrevu as an artist?
Mastermind, by the mastermind once again. DJ Perf. The project really came about. Stig had the song in itself, you know. Stig already had that song, Make It Out. But at the moment, I made a work. Me and Denzi and Six Frost made a work at Perf. After the Hurricane Lisa may affect Belize, we may do this project whereby we may just give away like plywood, zinc, beaver board, sheet rock, every size of lumber you could think about. So basically, we just the inner the work vehicle just to roll about and Stig send Perf the song. And so
That
we listen.
Etrevu the hit?
Yeah. We listen to the music. No, Stig always been a different artist, bro. Like what I was saying at the beginning of the interview. So he this a song when he does me the talk his shit. So Perf said, boy, I feel like this would make a good rhythm too now. And that once Perf see it, There's no way around it. So it does start from right there. So he called Stig and asked Stig if it okay if he turn it into a rhythm because it may be used for the Etrevu release. But Stig say yes, man. He feel like that would be a good idea if the brothers call together for a rhythm and help promote it. And all of us rate Stig as an artist, so of course we are never mind extend the helping hand when the man need it.
So
Because-
basically, it was like free work from you guys helping out the whole Trevu brand.
Yeah, and then at the same time, Perf, once Perf called the other, and he sent out the rhythm, and he said he want this, the artist, and the artist on it. Find the studio time, and we just record the song, make the magic, and then they deal with the project. Call Candice. Candice always ready for shoot. And then when we shoot the video, actually I'm in the hospital because I may get stomach bacteria. I don't know if in the audience or where the watch right now might familiar with it, but H. pylori, I had H. pylori,
I think I'm see pictures of you that the hospital. I'm share it as well. I think but then leave it after I notice you post a picture G down and thing.
Yes,
and,
man. Bye. Watch out. That day there, me really rough, bro. Like I get up 3:30 in the morning with complications, breathing, all kind of stuff, I made they throw up blood and stuff like that. So I'm a way out of it, bro. When I got in the hospital in the morning, they checked me in, put me on drips. I finished 2 bags of drips. They say I'm severely dehydrated, stuff like that. And the first thing I tell them, I miss, please, you could get me out of here as soon as possible because I have a video shoot where I can't miss. And I'm December 23rd and the 24th, we may get booked for perform the Hopkins. So we may done the Hopkins, what part of the video was supposed to get, what part of the video get shoot, and we may supposed to perform the next day. But the SI when they may release for Christmas Eve, how they don't want no parties go across for 12 o'clock or stuff like that. That may throw it off.
Real that me fucked up, bro. Cause I feel like a lot of people may don't have their their whole agenda, and it felt like it almost came last minute that they decided something like that, And then I think they did lift it up though.
They lift it, and then after that, see man, that the thing about we, bro. I don't understand, bro, because people spend their hard working money for buy extension, for pay for liquor license, for pay for artists, pay for international acts for foreign, pay for accommodation, for all of the above, just to make one police call and say, this can't happen again, even after they lift it. So, it really discouraging for be a promoter.
I think I did say posts about this. This I never... Who da made the promoter for that?
Mali by Riot Squad.
Real, I said that.
Yeah,
You're
Belize
totally
to
right.
Jamaica link up.
Yeah.
Basketball court, Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Shake up Hopkins a night.
I think they had a whole setup with white tables.
Yep.
And
We
and
were
what's
there.
not.
We gonna song check everything after that till it's on back. We gonna song check and we gonna do everything. But the man called to in the evening, say out of his control. You want to apologize, and we are like, bro, we we feel it then, we feel it for you then, because we done the way all are we done ready. We call ready for deliver our show. Just to make that happen, it really, really tragic, bro.
Yeah,
It
but
really discouraging.
how to put it to you, bro? Like sometimes we look at things and we wish that we were able to go above the law or change it per se, and it is what it is, Law enforcement agents, also known as police officers, and they're not the law, technically.
Yeah.
Well, they're not the law. They're enforcing the law.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they come to you and tell you something like that, you have to follow it. I've personally had to comply at some point, recording out in public, and you can't record that in a public. I don't say why I have to stop me, but then at the same time, the man may leave it more understanding of the fact that I needed to shoot a video, but at the same time the man explained to me, they got people
when I want
in the video, and if you record they are the pass through and thing. But anyways, sometimes you just have to accept the reality.
I mean, life is life, bro, and they always have a way of how you go about doing things in a life. And that's the thing about me, you know. As a person, I could turn a negative situation into something positive just off of the lone fact that I know easy to be negative. But the minute you could be grown and mature about a situation that's negative and try turn it to a positive, that when you could differentiate yourself from others. Man, I want to call you soft, man, I want to say you're weak, this and that. But that's the principle of how you go about living life, you know, bro.
By me
You have to-
personally, if they would have called me half week, whatever, I really and truly, feed me. So I really
Exactly.
don't care, when it comes to those type of things, it can come from not only guys that are, not familiar with you, but sometimes it comes from your own people.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and not only about being soft or what's not,
Yeah.
it could be stuff about business, sometimes people don't believe in our
And
vision
that's-
and what's not.
That our next topic where I want also touch to man, because sometimes even in your own family I believe in your dream. You have to believe in your dream.
Have you ever found yourself in that situation where somebody in
Definitely.
your family know?
Definitely.
Believe
When
in
I
what
when I
you're
first start out, my dad never checked for it at all, you know. But my pa even in my life like that, you know. The first time I really meet him like that, I'm just like what 15, both for turn 16, almost big man already, you dig? So when mama carry the thing to him and make him know that how I do music, right away he say, all right, well make you start pay a bill there and make it start, feeding for yourself and do that, pay school fees and stuff like that. But when it comes to you, the first impression, you don't really understand it. And when they come back to me the information and make I know that, I just say, okay, cool. I like when I have to prove people wrong, you dig? I love that. That give me the most comfort. So now my dad, he like my number one supporter after my mom. You know, what you need clothes, shoes, you dig sponsorship. No, he believe in it.
Yeah.
And he may come down the Belize in a last year, and I may get the opportunity to carry the man that one of my show then. So the man me really happy, the man me really proud, and I get good feedback from your friends there that how they out there the break bro me. So
Well, big up,
you
big
see
up.
how you play out, right? You see how you play out.
Big up to you, all man.
They
bro.
didn't believe in us.
God did. Well, no, your dad did.
Though we did. Though we did.
Though we did. Bro, honestly, believing in yourself, very, very much important. I'm an example of that as well.
Yep.
After leaving the tourism scene and having a good position at a resort, being well paid and having something steady, I went to just relying on
Yep.
social media.
Mhm.
And then but in my case it was a little bit different because my parents were my number one fans regardless. Whatever I do, my parents did it. And they're like, you know what, if you ever need to come back home, you come back home. I don't want you to suffer out there or whatever. So it never did boil down to that. And I did promise, if it didn't work within 6 months, I would go back to working in tourism. Well,
Yeah.
it's been a year and a half now that I've been doing it, independently and not needing to work for anybody but myself. And it's truly a very good feeling to know.
It's very
that,
beautiful, bro.
it feel really, really good. Before we end off today's segment, do you have any last words for all the viewers? Of course, we want to make sure that they know where to find you on social media, your unreleased songs, Hirsch Out being one of the songs there, where your heavy hitters there. Where can we find all of these things?
Well, guys, if you no love one here today, I don't know why tap in. Make sure you tap in on Instagram at Don Doe Official. That's DONDOE Official. My Apple Music is Don Doe Music. That's DONDOE Music. Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, you name it, I have it. Don Doe Music. YouTube, it's the same thing, Don Doe Music. YouTube deleted my previous account, but you can't hold a good man down. You always find a way how to build back and build stronger. So everybody will want to tap in, just make sure to tap in, man. Like what I said, it's at the beginning of something beautiful. to all of my people then, all of my fans then with the support me from day one. Before I release Hirsch Out, thank you, I love you, to my dearest. You dig? I love you, I really appreciate your support. And we see how far we could carry this, man. You dig? Belize, I love you, One Nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Don Doe straight out of Belmopan, entertainer, artist, you name it. This guy has it on lock. This has been another spicy episode, of course, of the MEK We Talk RAS podcast. And we hear his unreleased song as well, you know, playing in the background. Timeless. Coming up pretty soon. I want to thank as well Etrevu for being a proud sponsor of the MEK We Talk RAS podcast, as well as CK Sports Bar. That is where you need to be this March 31st. Derek Garbut's birthday bash happening in there, starting off at 9 p.m. until we have YG Songs, Problematic Squad in the building. We have DJ Mesmerize, Stick the Artist, and King Rome. That is the place to be in San Ignacio. Until the next time, see you.
Tell you from long time, this is my story. And nobody never noticed. Count me out now, me I go get the glory. Yeah, me I go get the glory. Say me never sure about it, so me had to show them. And no time to pretend. Be a money just a spend, jump on the stage, show that.